Hello, guys. How are you today? I hope you're all smiling and doing well. And if you're not feeling great, I hope you are focused on the solution to the issues so that you can feel so much better, so you can truly start living. Well, today I would like to talk a little bit or a lot, see what comes out of me, about emotions. Now, emotions are really our superpower. Well, one of the many superpowers. And if we know how to use it, we can definitely take advantage of some really good stuff that your emotions can do. So if you've read my book, then I go into a lot of details about emotions and vibrations and how those two are related, because we are vibratory beings, we're energy beings. Everything we do, we say, we hear, we move, anything that we're doing has a vibration. Anything we're experiencing is because of vibrations that we can experience those things. So our emotions are one of those things, one of those energy factors that we need to be aware of. Now, if you want to have a really easy, breezy, happy-go-lucky life, where you have peace of mind, you feel joy, and you have so much to be grateful for all the time because things are always going your way, even when it looks like they're not. When you have that sort of headspace, then you attract more of that to you because your vibrations are really high, and so the reverse is true, as you already know. So if you're feeling down and depressed and in the gutter and you just feel like nothing ever goes your way, and why me? It's always my these things always happen to me, these bad things always happen to me, or I'm holding grudges, all those things that I've covered with you before. Those are going to attract more of that to you because you're vibrating at a certain frequency. And if you take a tuning fork and you ping it, it's going to match the vibration of whatever it is that's in that room. So if you had a guitar and the tuning fork was, say for example, C, the guitar would vibrate along that note as well. So it's the same thing for us. So whatever we give off emotionally is going to be matched and brought back to us, which is why they say birds of a feather flock together. For people who like to sit around and bitch and moan and groan and, about life, they tend to sit together. They say misery likes company. That's where all of those things come from. It just means like attracts like. So if you're vibrating at a certain frequency, then you're going to attract more of that. Now, if you're trying to come up from the negative vibrations, because if you are sickly, if you're suffering from anxiety, if you're suffering from depression and all of those things, this won't work for everyone, but I've been in the past been a very anxious person, and I call functionally anxious person, which is a lot of people out there who get on and do stuff, but underneath the quiet, their legs are, like the duck in the water, the legs are going like that. They're really shaking inside. They're really falling apart inside. So instead of actually going through life being like that, because life is not meant to be like that, it's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be nice and relaxed. It's supposed to be stress-free. I understand sometimes, depending on where you're working and the people you're around, they don't bring out the best in you. And then it just creates that underlying anxiety you can't seem to get out of. But when you're on your own, or you take yourself away from those environments, then you can really be quiet inside of yourself and just be honest. We're not trying to shoo the anxiety away. We're not trying to shoo the negative vibes away. We're not trying to shoo anything away. In fact, we just want to look at it because there's a reason why it's there. And if you just shoo it away, what you're doing is just stuffing it down further. And I know that whenever you stuff things down or you shoo things away, you haven't really dealt with them. They're definitely going to come back at some point, okay? And usually when they come back with a vengeance. And you don't want that. So you want to deal with it as it comes. Because we're human beings. We're going to experience these emotions, especially based on the lifestyle that we've had in the past, you know, how we were brought up as children, you know, how our parents were and what we've adopted from them in terms of our personalities and how we deal with the world around us. So there can be change, because I've come from a really interesting background. And if anybody should be sitting on the floor like a nervous wreck, crying and feeling sorry for themselves, it definitely should be me. But I refuse to be that person, because I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a reason, and it's not to sit down and wallow in my sadness or in my past or who did what to me and poor me. That's not why I'm here. And likewise, for anyone that's feeling this, I know sometimes it feels difficult, like you can't find a way out, but there is a way out. You only need to reach out for help. Reach out for help. You can message me if you feel like, you know, you want someone to talk to. If this resonates with you, I am here, and I'm happy to give you some advice and point you in the right direction, do some sessions with you, whatever that is. Whatever it is that you need, I am here for you. But what I am saying is, I understand where you are, and you don't need to be there. And when I was, you know, wallowing in my mess, it wasn't until it got bad enough for me to actually do something about it, you know, till I started developing a heart condition called SVT, or supraventricular tachycardia, which the anxiety just basically, you know, when you have anxiety in your body for too long, something is going to give. Some people get headaches. Some people get high blood pressure. I got a heart issue, a heart problem. And it got so bad that the consultants at the hospital kept saying, you need to have surgery. And I refused to have surgery, because the way they describe the surgery is that is not for me. And sometimes you know down deep inside of you what's not for you. And I just knew that wasn't for me. So I found another way. So I found a way to turn my emotions in my favor as opposed to against me. So one of the easiest thing to do, like I was just starting to explain, is to embrace what you're feeling, what's going on. Look at it for what it is without any judgment. Okay, so you're not looking at people or anything outside of you. You're looking inside. You're looking inside of yourself and feeling the feelings of what you're feeling. One thing, when you become aware of your feelings, they almost start to disappear. Now, if you've had these feelings for a long time, it may take a little practice to get it done. But just be with yourself and don't be afraid of your emotions. They're part of you. And it may be something that's happened that was really, really terrible. But you don't have to go back to the scene of what happened. Just feel the emotion. Feel it. I was doing a meditation the other day, and I could feel almost like somebody just painted the walls of my heart with like cement. It just hurt, and it was hard, and it was just like, I'm like, where's that coming from? And I know I had my mind on this course that I was doing, and I was just overthinking things. You know, it was a mindset course, and I was overthinking things instead of actually just releasing and relaxing and letting go. And when you hold on to things, trying to control everything, you send yourself crazy, because there is no control. The only control you have is the control of your thoughts, and your thoughts are what creates your emotions. So look inside yourself at what you're feeling and see what the emotion is. So if you're feeling anger, just look at the anger and embrace it, because it's a part of you. It's an expression of you. But once you start becoming aware, you have to become aware. It means being in the present moment with yourself, looking at it, and just loving on yourself. Say, that's okay. I understand. I forgive you. I'm sorry. I love you. You know, the Ho'oponopono prayer. I never know if you've heard of it, but it's just being kind to yourself, giving yourself some love, and just saying thank you when you're finished. You know, if you're feeling anxious, again, look inside yourself, feel that feeling, let it come up fully. Let it come up fully. You may cry, you may start shaking, but let it come up. It'll feel bad for a little while, but eventually it will just disappear. Try it. Try it. Don't be afraid, because the only person that can heal and give you what you need in order to heal. Is not some potion or lotion or anything like that. You have to go inside of yourself because you have what it takes to heal yourself. Obviously, it doesn't work for everyone because you've got real chronic illnesses. You may need help from your physician, your doctor. So by all means, keep that going. But whilst that's happening, you can still go inside yourself and start loving on yourself and starting that healing process, because what your body needs is love. And love, we know, heals all. Love heals all. So I hope that makes sense. There's an awareness that's inside all of us that drives us, that experiences through us. Yeah, it's when you are feeling bad and you take a step outside of yourself and you look at yourself and you go, what's going on here? That's that awareness. That's your higher self. And if you can tap into that part of you and start looking at yourself and asking the relevant questions, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like this? And how can I make myself feel better? And resisting is not the way, because they say, well, the saying goes, what you resist persists, because what you're doing is generating an energy which is equal and opposite to that resistance, and it's just going to come straight at you. Okay, so what you resist persists, and so choose a different thought. If that doesn't work for you, just choose a different thought. Choose something positive. You know, look at your children and go, wow, thank you. Write down 20 things you're grateful for. 20 things that you are grateful for, that you benefit from, that you love. Write them down and write down why you love them and get into the feeling of why you love them. You start getting into that sort of energy and you can't be depressed. You can't be anxious. Yeah, your energy has to come up. And the more you practice that, the better you will start seeing things. You'll start seeing things in a more positive light. And also try to protect your energy when you get this. You know, when you start feeling different, don't hang around people that is going to drag you down and make you start moaning and groaning and worrying about stuff. Life is not about that. Life's a beautiful experience if you can see it that way. And a lot of people will look at people who are happy begrudgingly, but it's a choice. They chose. They weren't born like that, a lot of them. They just decided, I don't want to feel sad anymore. I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to be bitchy. I don't want to be irritable. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to, because when you are like that, you're taking from the world. You're not giving anything of life, you know. You're not giving anything life supportive to the world. You're taking life from the world and from yourself and from those around you. So consider that. And if you want to talk further about this, happy to do that. Okay, please go ahead and visit my website. I'm a Thashna Walsh, rapid transformational therapist and clinical hypnotherapist. I basically take people into a world where they can rediscover themselves, love themselves again. So whatever you're suffering from, any sort of mental injury, illness, that's where your self-esteem has been shattered or challenged, and you need to see more of yourself. You know there's more there that you want to contact and be a part of, because that's what we're here for. It's to evolve, it's to be more of ourselves, it's to really experience this life with everything that we're capable of. So if that's you, then leave me a message, visit the website, and you can book a discovery call, which is a free chat with me to talk about what it is that you're concerned about, what it is you'd like to work on, and we'll just have a conversation. And so it's a very safe environment, and I'm very excited to help anyone that wants to feel better about themselves, who wants to evolve and do so much more for your life and for the people that you love. Because Once you are transformed into a better version, a higher version, more fulfilled version, a more loving, exciting, fun version of yourself, yes, all of that, then people are going to look at you differently, and they're going to respond to you differently, and you're going to do exactly the same, which makes the world a brighter and a better place. So I'm happy to help if you're interested. So visit the website www.thashnawalsh.com. The details are below the video here, because I know my name is not the easiest name to spell or even say. Okay, but thank you for listening in, and yeah, looking forward to speaking with you. And if I don't speak with you, I hope you choose happier thoughts and manage your emotions well, because your emotions create what you want, and everything that you want, everything, every beautiful, amazing thing that you want is at a higher vibrational level, and you have the capacity to take yourself there. No one else. Until next time, take care, stay sweet, big hugs.